Ninjakees!
Yo ninjas, welcome to the show. My name is Ninjakees. What is your name? Ah, that's a cool name. Yo ninjas, so right now we're going to make a manga comic panel, or at least I'm going to show you the way how I do such a thing. So this is the final inked version. After that I also toned it a bit, and we're going to start of creating this from scratch to finish. So this is the first video of more step videos. So right now I'm going to show you the ways of the Ninjakees of making such a manga comic panel. Step number 1. So right now I'm going to show you the first step I take to make a simple manga panel. So these are not like you have to do this way, but these are just how I do them and how I show you to you guys, to you ninjas, how I do such a thing myself, and how you might be able to apply such a thing in your own works, or some elements of how I do such a thing. So for starting a manga panel, it is good to have an idea of what type of panel you want to draw. So right now I'm going to take some steps and show you guys a bit of how you can get such an idea. So what you right now need is like a cheap as simple piece of paper and something to write with. Or yeah, this is just one of the ways how I do it, or how it can be done, but sometimes I also just do what comes into the mind. But for right now I'm going to make this thing. I don't know if you have ever heard of it. It is called a mind map, and yeah, here you write down what comes in your mind at first when you hear what you want to do. So right now the goal is to make a manga panel, so that's what I'm gonna write here in the center. Manga panel, and you make like a circle or something. So this is the goal for today, for right now, what we are going to do. So what pops into my mind? Well, manga and panels. So a lot of things come into mind when you make such a mind map. It doesn't really matter what you write down, because each of the roots has get you something in your mind, and you just write down what comes into mind, and because of doing such a thing you can get new and fresh ideas which you might not have taken otherwise. So these are just some ways how you can do such a thing. So right here I've written some stuff, and what I kinda like is steampunk, and yeah, I think I want to make such a thing. So for this panel I am going to make like a simple panel. I want to make it a rectangle type of shape, like widescreen when you watch a movie, that type of shape, like 9020 times 1080 type of shape, so that when you have finished it you even can make it like a background as on your desktop or something like that. Yes, that's one of the reasons. For example, you can also make a triangle or circle shaped panel, or more square. It also depends where you want to put this thing, you know, what you want to use it for. Like for private, so you just put it in the closet when it is done, or on your shelf, or maybe you want to upload it on your social media, for example on DeviantArt, on Twitter, Tumblr. But for example, when you put things on Instagram, most things are square. So if you want to put it also there, it might be handy to make like a square type of thing, panel, if it is focused on Instagram, you know. But it is not necessary, of course, and you can also make like rectangle shapes to that place also. So yeah, it is really where you want to put such a thing. So I want to make like this shape, and then yeah, do that. So let's take a new piece of cheap as paper. So what I want to do with this panel, like I want to keep it simple. So I want to have a face, a simple face, like looking at the front and say some simple words. So something really simple in the balloon. Also, when you make a panel, before you even start finalizing the thing, the final sketch, you have to know what it is going to say, if there are words needed to be in the panel. And when you have chosen these words, you have to decide for yourself where you want to put them, like the composition. So for example, you can put them here, or like here, because if you don't do that and you like immediately start drawing the face, and then you don't have any room left for the balloon, because in my opinion the balloon with words need to have enough space within the balloon, so that when you have, like, for example, you have a balloon like this, you know, and here's some words, blah 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 blah. So in my perspective, what I think is that when you have words in these balloons, the space between here, between the words and the balloons, the border of it, need to have enough space that it doesn't feel like cropped to each other, like some kind of a jail or something, that you barely fit the words. But I feel like when you make words in a balloon, the words on themselves need to have enough space, so it is like more enjoyable to read, in my opinion. Because yeah, for some comics I feel like the words are compressed to the borders of the balloon, so when that happens, I feel like it doesn't read really enjoyable, you know. For example, you have like books, you know, or like big texts. So let's say, for example, you have like a text like this on a piece of paper, or wherever you read texts. But when you have text like this, is all behind each other, you know. But for example, you have text like parts, you know, you have like divided with spaces in between, then you can read it easier. So it is not like piled up into one bunch, but then it feels like these parts, you can read them, you know, more enjoyable. I don't know how exactly to call it, like it reads better, you know, because if you you have more time, or it feels like the eye, more less chaotic, you know. So yeah, that's the reason why I think these words need to have enough space when you make them in the balloons. So for the face, I want to keep like a simple face. I choose the face because faces are, in my opinion, easier to draw, or at least I feel like I am most comfortable to draw those, and they are a bit faster to draw, because like you can also draw the full body, but then the video and stuff takes longer. So for right now, we just take I just want to take the face, and yeah, maybe later for other videos, of course, extend it a bit more and make it a bit more, yeah, complicated and stuff like that. So yeah, the face. So what I am thinking right now is a simple face. And I wanted to keep it steampunk, so maybe it should be like more like this, so blah blah. So right now I'm thinking of the words for the balloon. Let's get it started. It started. Let's get, or things maybe. Let's get things started. Yeah, let's get things started. So like simple, easy to remember. Let's get things started, you know. It is clear. And then you need a face for it. So yeah, that's a bit about how you can start an idea. Like this is like, you know, really simple. This is like, you know, just yeah, simple stuff. But for this, this plays all into my mind sometimes when I start drawing these things, you know, because I don't every time draw all this and stuff. This is just to explain you guys, you ninjas, how it works, or in my mind or something like that, like in my way of doing things. So yeah, that's a bit about how you can make an idea. So yeah, I'm gonna choose the words. Let's get things started, and the composition. So I want to take this composition. So here I have a balloon where it says the words, and then here put a face to it. So this is like the basic idea that I just now created. It's really simple, but sometimes you have to just put pen on paper and just start something, you know? Because sometimes you keep on thinking and nothing comes to the paper, you know? But yeah, sometimes you have to just make something, whatever comes to mind, to keep that creative flow flowing. Because for example, sometimes I had times, you know, that I thought about things, and then you waste like, for example, 2 hours or something just thinking about things, and then yeah, sometimes you just have to do it, you know, putting pen on paper. Like this video right now, I was just thinking about, oh, let's make a video about how to draw a manga panel. So yeah, so I kept a bit of thinking and like a bit social media stuff and such. But yeah, and at the end you have to take the step and make it, you know, because if you don't do such a thing, things never get done. So yeah, so I took it, and here is how you can get such an idea. So so if you enjoy this video right now, you can go to the next video, the next step. So I will make a next step for the video, and then we go to sketching the groundwork, the base of this panel, of this steampunk guy with the, because yeah, steampunk guy with the words "Let's get things started." So that's what you're going to draw in the next video, and make the final sketch version of that in the next video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you find this helpful, or you have learned something or something, or maybe you can share your own perspective in the comments, so that I can see your perspective, and then maybe you have learned something from my perspective and such things. Because yeah, you can also you always keep on learning, you know, seeing other people's perspectives, and they see your perspective, and then, you know, you communicate, and then you can learn new things from each other. Because even when you yeah, teach things, you also learn new things. Oh yeah, so right now so for this page we're going to draw this shape, rectangle shape. Here's going to get the cloud thing, the balloon for the character, and here's it gonna say, let's, wait, I forgot, let's get things. So I'm gonna make this one a normal balloon, and this one a yelling balloon. Started. It's like, let's get things started. You know, you say it like that, because here you say it not like a yelling. So let's get things started. You know, just so started becomes in this balloon, and it gets a yelling type of balloon. And here you get the steampunk guy. I don't know yet how he's going to look like, but he has to have some steampunk elements to it. Maybe I make the head smaller and then give him like a steampunk head, because else it doesn't fit. Yes. Yo ninjas, thank you very much for watching. If you find this video helpful, or yeah, have learned something or something like that, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about it or something like that. And if you liked it, like that video, subscribe for more steps, and keep your eyes open for the ways of the Ninjakees. So, see you the next time. Kees out!
Yo ninjas, also check out the other episode of Ninjakees.